Silicon Valley is dying, but Northern Virginia is killing it. This is going to be the next Silicon Valley. While California tech giants are fleeing in record numbers, Loudoun County now processes 70% of the world's internet. And Amazon isn't just building office space here. They're building an entire tech empire of 25,000 high-tech paying jobs that's actually sending real estate prices skyrocketing in certain neighborhoods that you have never even heard of. I've worked with so many tech professionals moving here for work, and they're always shocked when I tell them how much internet runs through here from Loudoun County to Prince William County with all the data centers. And what's happening here right now is actually changing the game for Northern Virginia real estate. So located primarily in Loudoun County with massive expansive going into Prince William County, Loudoun County alone handles 70% of all internet traffic globally, which is something that is completely insane. I mean, you literally cannot drive around anywhere in Prince William County or Loudoun County without seeing all of the data centers popping up. Right here in Gainesville, you have the world's largest data center, which is going to be built. And honestly, some of these data centers are always obviously going out as far as Lake Anna, Virginia and Spotsylvania, Virginia. It is absolutely insane. There is actually over 25 million square feet of data centers here that are currently operational in Northern Virginia alone. And another 4.5 million square feet of data centers are actually under construction. The data center market has actually grown 500% since 2015. Every time that you check your email or you watch Netflix or you check out Game of Thrones on HBO, that data probably throws here in Northern Virginia. We have many high-tech players like Amazon Web Services, Microsoft, Google, and Facebook creating thousands of high-tech paying jobs. Listen to this. Data center technicians make anywhere from $85,000 to $120,000 a year. Network engineers, $120,000 to $160,000 a year. And security specialists make anywhere from $130,000 to $180,000 a year. And then senior positions are clearing around $200,000 a year here in Northern Virginia. Tech professionals relocating from California are looking for much more house for their money, wanting good schools and reasonable communities. This is definitely changing certain neighborhoods like Ashburn, where Data Center Alley is, as well as Sterling, Virginia, Herndon, Virginia, and parts of Prince William County like Haymarket, Gainesville, Manassas, and even Bristow, Virginia. But guys, if you think data centers are impressive, wait until you hear about Amazon's HQ2. It's absolutely transforming Arlington in ways nobody predicted. We'll talk about that soon, but first, let me share what made Northern Virginia so attractive to all these high-paying tech companies. So why did the tech giants choose Northern Virginia over Silicon Valley? Well, get this. I recently helped a software developer move from Palo Alto to here to Reston, Virginia, and his reaction after seeing what his money could get compared to Palo Alto could buy here, he told me he should have moved here years ago. Let me show you why Northern Virginia is pulling in so much talent from the West Coast. So I actually wanted to do some research, and what I did was I wanted to see what the differences were between Northern Virginia and Silicon Valley. So let's talk about that a little bit more. Talk about the cost of living comparison, right? Housing in San Jose is actually 85% more expensive than it is in here in Northern Virginia, which is absolutely insane. I know, like, they're building new high-rise condos over in Reston Town Center for around $2 to $3 million. So that's how much they are here. Imagine how much it would be over in San Jose. The average home price in Silicon Valley is around $1.8 million, while here in Northern Virginia, you can get a comparable home for around $850,000 to $900,000. Now, the funny thing is the tech salaries are nearly identical, with Northern Virginia tech workers earning 95% of their Silicon Valley counterpart. However, your money goes so much further here than Silicon Valley. Let's talk about the infrastructure advantages, right? You have 3 major airports within 45 minutes. You've got National, BWI, and Dulles Airport. And guess what? Manassas Airport probably by next year will also be having commercial flights as well. We have an ever-expanding metro station with the Silver Line that goes all the way from Reston out to Ashburn and Leesburg area. And then we have a lot less traffic than the Bay Area, which I know is absolutely unbelievable to believe, because if you get on 66 at around 5 p.m., it can get really bad here in Northern Virginia. But we also have a lot more affordable housing as well. Now, several times CNBC has actually ranked Virginia the #1 state to do business. And my grandfather was a senator here for 40 years. And that was one of the things that he was always proud of, is how easy it was to do business here in Virginia. We have lower corporate taxes, fewer regulations, strong business incentives, and available office space is a lot cheaper here than it is over in California. Tech workers are getting so many more houses here while maintaining their California salaries, with many working remotely for West Coast companies, even though some are taking small pay cut, but they're actually increasing their quality of life here in Northern Virginia. Trust me, the tech giants definitely recognize these advantages. We have Microsoft investing billions of dollars into data centers. Google is expanding its presence significantly. They just took on more office space over in Reston, Virginia, and we have Facebook with major operations here. And guess what? Mark Zuckerberg just bought a $23 million mansion over in Washington, D.C. Now, of course, I wish he would have used me. And if you are thinking about buying or selling a home, definitely hit me up. And Mark, I wish you would have called me. Oracle has also substantially grown their footprint here in Virginia. And speaking of tech giants, the biggest game changer for our region has absolutely been Amazon's second headquarters. Let's take a look on how that is actually affecting Arlington, Virginia. But before I get into it, if we haven't met, I'm Chris Colgan, Northern Virginia's favorite realtor. I release new videos like this every single week where I talk about life in Northern Virginia, the real estate market, top neighborhood, things coming soon, and so much more. So make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button, comment where you are watching from. If you are thinking about buying or selling a home, definitely hit me up. Email me anytime, info@colganteam.com, and text me at the number below. So we got to talk about Amazon's HQ2, right? The National Landing transformation. Located in National Landing at the Crystal City, Pentagon City area, this project has brought $2.5 billion investment with 25,000 employees when it's going to be fully operational and 4.3 million square feet of office space. And guess what? About last year this time, Amazon had actually already called most of those workers into the office. I have sold plenty of Amazon employees' houses. A lot of them actually look over in Herndon, Reston, Ashburn, Gainesville, and even Manassas. And a lot of them do not mind the commute there into HQ2. The first phase Metropolitan Park already has opened, while the second phase Penn Place is actually under construction. It's completely transforming surrounding neighborhoods. Crystal City office vacancies have dropped from 20% down to 5%. Pentagon City is actually seeing massive redevelopment as well, with all kinds of brand new retail spaces, and Potomac Yard is getting a brand new metro station. And then you also have the $1 billion Virginia Tech Innovation Campus nearby. The housing market is absolutely exploding. Condos are up 15 to 20% in just 2 years. Townhomes are seeing multiple offers, and single family homes near HQ2 are up 25% since the announcement. The project has a timeline for completion between 2025 and 2026, adding future retail and restaurant announcements, including additional housing developments and transportation improvements. Now, I know like this sounds like a pretty urban area, but guys, if you are looking for something a little bit more suburban with great schools while still being connected to this tech boom, I'm going to cover another neighborhood in a minute that could be perfect for you. Not many people realize this yet, actually, but Northern Virginia has become the absolute epicenter of cybersecurity in America. Let me give you a sneak peek of what is happening for our region's future. Located primarily along the Dulles corridor and extending into parts of Alexandria and Arlington, it benefits from our unique position. We have, of course, proximity to the Pentagon, we have the CIA, the FBI, the NSA, and we have massive government contracts, strong talent pipeline from our local universities, and established security clearance workforce here in the Northern Virginia region. The numbers coming from this hub are absolutely mind-blowing. Listen to this. Over 1,000 cybersecurity firms are located here in Northern Virginia. Federal cybersecurity spending exceeded $18 billion annually last year. An average cybersecurity salary is around $150,000 a year, creating massive demand for housing near security facilities. Besides, some major defense contractors are expanding rapidly, such as Northrop Grumman, Lockheed Martin, Booz Allen Hamilton, SAIC, and General Dynamics. The timeline for ongoing expansion is currently new secure facilities are breaking ground now. Continued growth is actually expected through 2030, and multiple new office complexes are currently under construction. So if you're thinking about living near some of these security facilities, this is kind of like what the average sales price looks around for each one. So single families go anywhere from $800,000 to about $1.5 million. The further you get into DC, for sure, the more expensive it gets. Then townhomes can go anywhere from $550,000 all the way up to $850,000, and then condos go anywhere from $400,000 to $700,000 when you talk about being near some of these large cybersecurity firms. From what I've seen, the community features that appeal to this workforce include good schools, security, privacy, and the proximity to their work. This is creating a strong investment potential. With the rental demand, it's actually extremely high. Property appreciation is consistently outpacing national averages, and future development is already in planning stages. My assistant here is looking for a rental right now. She is having the hardest time. So if you are thinking about renting, you might want to consider buying, because there is not a lot of rentals here in Northern Virginia. So let's talk about venture capital and the emergency startup ecosystem here in Northern Virginia. Tysons and Reston's might not seem like the next great startup hub, but trust me, they're about to become some of the most dynamic innovation centers on the East Coast because of what is happening right now. Located primarily in Tysons, Reston, and parts of Arlington, it has a strategic position in the tech ecosystem. We're near major tech headquarters, access to government clients, proximity to policymakers, professors and the talent pool from top universities. I mean, look at Northern Virginia Community College. They are offering all kinds of tech programs, as well as George Mason University. And of course, you have the new Virginia Tech University campus as well. This startup explosion is happening now with approximately 70 venture capital firms operating in our region, $5 billion in venture funding in 2022 alone, 1,800 plus tech startups across Northern Virginia, and a focus on cybersecurity, gov tech, and healthcare IT. The major innovation hubs include Capital One Technology Center, Refraction Co-working Space, and Reston and Mac 37 Cyber Accelerator. The development pipeline is massive, with multiple new mixed-use developments, innovation-focused office space, lab and research facilities supporting retail and amenities. This development is also creating strong appreciation in specific neighborhoods. Tysons is seeing luxury condos go up as much as 18%. Reston Town Center properties are really in high demand, and Arlington, Roslyn, and Boston corridor is currently booming, and the Mosaic District is attracting tech residents really by far. If you guys ever go over the Mosaic District, that is one of my favorite places to go hang out and chill. They got an awesome outdoor movie theater. They have all kinds of restaurants, dining options, bars, shopping, pretty much anything and everything you want. A lot of tech people are moving over there to that Mosaic District right in Falls Church. Speaking of new developments, there's one more high-tech area you've got to see. Let's talk a little bit more about the Dallas Technology Corridor. The Dallas Technology Corridor, Northern Virginia's Sand Hill Road, stretches from Tysons through Reston, Herndon, and into Ashburn. The explosive growth includes 11 million square feet of office space, home to 26,000 technology companies. And like I said before, 70% of the world's internet traffic comes right here in Northern Virginia, and plenty of major Fortune 500 companies are based here in our state. The housing mix caters to tech workers, including luxury apartment with tech amenities, high-end condos and premium finishes, modern townhomes with smart home features, and executive single-family homes. The neighborhoods that are seeing the biggest impact are going to be Reston, especially near the town center and the metro station, and then Herndon, particularly near the metro as well, then the Dallas Tech Corridor, and parts of Ashburn and Sterling for sure. This development is also creating a huge investment potential with strong job growth continuing. Rising property values are going up 10 to 15% annually in some areas, with rental demand really exceptionally high, and future development is already planned with plenty of corporate relocations continuing. All right, guys, I think it's crazy how much tech development we're seeing here in Northern Virginia right now. So yes, I do think we're slowly becoming the next Silicon Valley, or maybe we'll become the East Coast Silicon Valley for sure. You know, Northern Virginia, everyone pretty much always thinks that this is just a federal workforce. I think the federal workforce is probably about 8% of the actual job market here. A lot of the people that watch this YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram at Colgan Team, they are in the tech company, and there are a lot of high-paying jobs that I'm seeing a lot. One of my nephew, he got a job over at one of the data centers, and right out of high school, they started him with an unbelievably high salary. I was like, man, maybe I should actually work over there. So you're seeing some really cool companies come into here. But here's the thing, guys, this market is moving really fast around here. One thing I love about Northern Virginia is how we keep growing while the community feel definitely still sticks around. I mean, just look at all these amazing tech companies choosing our region over Silicon Valley. So look, guys, if you are thinking about moving here to Northern Virginia, DC, or the DMV area, definitely hit me up. I would love to help you. My team and I can sit down with you, or we can jump on a Zoom. We will show you our area. You know, a lot of my YouTube viewers, I will do a Zoom with them. We'll pull up Google Maps and I'll show them where they're going to be working. They'll tell me exactly what they're looking for in a house, and then I will show them some perfect areas that they exactly have never heard of that they might want to live in. So that happens all the time with my YouTube viewers, and most of my business comes from this YouTube channel. So definitely hit us up, info@colganteam.com. You can text me anytime at the number below, and make sure you subscribe to my newsletter. We talk about all things Northern Virginia every week, and guys, you better hit that subscribe button.